Orientation is locked. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, it's good.
No. I don't know if questions will. Again, there is a problem. Just a second. So, अभी किसी ने ज्वाइन भी नहीं किया वैसे. क्या करें कैसे? Orientation is locked, but it says orientation is unlocked. Now it's locked.
Try this one, huh? No, it's good.
No, it's not about this. See?
Okay.
Yeah, but it's okay. I mean,
It's fine.
good evening, Bhaiya. Good evening.
Good evening.
So
Viewers,
this is
afternoon.
Yeah, here it's afternoon. This is a random session for QnA for PhD in Germany. We have Anmol Arya who is doing PhD.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, so he's doing PhD in physics, and yeah, he will also answer your questions. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And we are waiting for some people to join. I can see comments as well. Hello, good evening, brother. Hello. It's good afternoon here. Good afternoon from Germany. So this is our first live session here on YouTube. So I'm still learning how it works, because I don't know if people can get notification. So yeah.
And also, if please comment if if the voice is not clear, or the camera is not working fine.
So let us know if it is audible or not. And also you can write your questions if you want to ask any question related to PhD in Germany or Europe. So you can just type it in the.
Okay, it's audible. That's fine. That's good.
Okay, good, great.
Okay.
But the thing is, why live chat? Okay,
Yeah, now it is good.
Okay. Hello, good evening, brother. Hello, good evening, and yeah, feel free to ask questions, and we both will try to answer from different point of view. So Anmol is doing PhD in physics. I'm doing PhD in biological sciences in broad terms. So yeah, we will try to answer your questions. Now I can see people are joining, and you can write your question in comment section. Okay, yeah. Every time we have to click there. Okay. So I don't know how this process works on YouTube Live, because it's my first time. So yeah, just let's see how it works. So anyways, I mean, we can just discuss about PhD. So yeah, let's say if someone wants to apply for PhD, what mainly they should consider? Any suggestion for let's say aspirants?
Well, in general, if you want to apply for a PhD, first focus on the area you really want to work on. And based on that, try to find out which professor or which university is working in that particular area. And once you find out the professor and the university, try to look for their research work. That's what we generally do. And try to see that if they have any open positions for the PhD. And if they have it, then read some of their research papers, and based on that, prepare your SOP, and as well as CV, whatever you have done in your bachelor's and master's, what internships you did, and any other subsidiary projects you did. Just mention that in your CV and SOP, and then write a mail, a decent one, to the professor. Or if it is a university selection portal, then do as they recommend in the university website.
Yes.
And yeah, that's that's the
Normal
way
procedure,
normal
yeah.
procedure in a very vague way, although it requires a much more higher details when you're writing an SOP or your CV, because that matters a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think
So
there are questions coming. If you can just
yeah, we can go through that. Um, Rashmi is saying, sir, I also want to do PhD in biological sciences. Great, yeah. So if you want to do PhD in biological sciences, I have already mentioned that. Uh, let's say you can make a list of professors working in that area of interest, because biological sciences is broad term.
Yeah.
So you have to chop it down, or you have to look based on your interest. For example, either it can be microbiology or genetics, human genetics, or yeah, anything. So based on that, make a list of professors and try to approach them. So don't
Yeah.
just ask directly for PhD positions.
Yes, yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
first you can ask
Yeah.
for internship,
Yeah.
or if you want to, let's say, contribute to their ongoing project. That would be really nice, because
Yeah.
for PhD, I don't know if they will have PhD position or not.
Yeah, I just want to add one thing. Sometimes what happens when you're applying for a project position or an internship, and if your profile is good, then they will directly ask you that why don't you apply for a PhD position? Why are you applying for an internship?
Yeah.
Which is even better.
Yeah.
Which will boost up your confidence, which will make you realize, okay, my profile is good enough to apply for a PhD position.
Yeah.
But if they don't, then also you should not be disappointed. Apply for an internship, because sometimes you are interested in particular area, because it looks very bright and shiny and mesmerizing from outside, but when you go inside you feel like, okay, this is not the area I really want to work on.
Yeah.
So it's always good to apply for an internship or a 6 month or 8 month project.
Indeed.
Yeah, indeed. And if you are like confident enough that you want to apply for a particular area of interest, and you really want to do a PhD, then it's totally fine. Directly apply for a PhD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've seen many students who have got like internship from India itself, because they were working like JRF, or in
Yeah.
case of
Yeah.
area also. So you can apply for this scientific assistant position
Yeah.
or research assistant position, and later on it can be changed to PhD position, but based on your performance. But it's a nice opportunity, because for getting into PhD, chances of getting into PhD is really can be little bit difficult. It's not that easy. So but there are ways, like for example, you can do internship to, it will not only enhance your research skills, but also increase opportunities to get PhD position.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not only in that lab, if let's say if you find out that it's not your interested field, or that lab is not that good for you, then yeah, maybe you can jump onto another lab or university, and that can be helpful, because you will get a nice reference from that lab, as
Yeah.
well as, let's say if you're in uh, right now in India, or in wherever in
To
South
be
Asia.
frank, that's the advantage of being a researcher. You get to explore a lot of possibilities in your area.
Yeah.
That's not very much fluent in other jobs, I would say, because if you go to any other area of work, IT or CS, or I'm just not saying that it's bad, but I'm just expressing the advantage of being a researcher.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have a lot of questions now.
Yeah, please save this live. Yes, for sure. Naughty is asking, can we do MSc Biotechnology after doing BSc Biology from government college here in India? Yes, you can do MSc Biotechnology, but you have to consider that there is a minimum credit points which you have to fulfill. So there is a minimum credit for masters is around 180, I guess. Yeah, you have to check on a university website, because different university have different requirement.
Yeah.
So that's important thing, and if yeah, you can apply for that.
And I think there is one more question. Is it necessary to have IELTS? Yes, it's IELTS. Am I pronouncing correct?
Yeah,
IELTS. It's
IELTS or IELTS, you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
say.
yeah.
I
And
mean, it's not that necessary. I've already covered in my previous
Yeah.
video. Go and watch that. You will get your answer. But short answer is no, it's not that necessary. But if you have one, it's wonderful.
Good. Actually, it differs from country to country.
Yes.
It largely depends on which country you are applying. For
Yeah.
example, all over the Europe, it's not necessary. It's not necessary to have a IELTS score or a TOEFL score or GRE score.
Yeah.
But when you are applying to US, there the university itself asks you to go and to give the exam.
Yeah.
And every university has this criteria that for example in TOEFL, out of 120, some university will ask that at least you should have 90 marks
Yeah.
in the TOEFL. So it largely depends on your university, on your country, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And it's always good to have, let's say,
Yeah,
some
it's always good to
certificate,
have, although it's a little bit
because it's kind
expensive.
of,
We
yeah.
agree on that, but I think it's a good investment.
So what if someone don't have any research experience? What should they do?
I would strongly recommend that one should first go for an internship, small internships. Like for example, you have less time. Like let's say you want to go into the research area, and you don't want to spend more than a year in exploring.
Yeah.
So try to go for 2 to 3 months internships in the area you really want to go. For example, in a year, like for example, if you want to explore three different areas, then just go and try 2 months internships in different labs. From
Yeah.
that you will gain experience, and you will realize, and obviously you will gain research experience, and also you will realize whether you really want to work in there or not.
Yeah.
And based on that you can apply further. So research experience is important, but if you don't have any, there is no need to be worried about, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can gain by doing internships and projects.
Yeah, internship is always important, because just consider that there will be thousands of applicants for PhD. So why that professor will consider your application? So if you have a research experience, that's really nice, because they don't have to like teach everything. They will be helping you for sure, but it's not like spoon feeding. So if you know already, then you can be independent researcher already. If you have little bit of experience, they will help you
Yeah,
with other
that's true.
techniques and other things. But it would be also nice for them as well, because why they will hire you as a PhD. So there should be something different in you. So it's better, it's always good to have internship.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's like you want to market yourself.
Yeah.
And it depends on you how you're gonna market yourself.
Yes, indeed. I want to go for PhD in physics. Any suggestion for that? Maybe Anmol can answer. Manisha is asking for PhD.
Okay, so Manisha, I have said previously also, that first look for the area of interest you really want to go in, and then try to find out your interest in a vague sense. I'm not saying that start reading research papers, like tough research papers. I would say that if you're interested in some particular area, try to read as much review articles on your particular topic as you can, and see what is the work that they have done in the a lot of people have done in in that area. And after that, try to look for the people who are exactly complying with the with your area of interest, and
Yeah.
again go to their research papers and go a little bit deeper into their work. And after that, write a mail, prepare a SOP, write a CV, and yeah, that's it. Apply to that professor and to that particular university.
Yeah. So main important thing is the
Yeah,
area
of
yeah.
interest. Yeah.
Okay, so many questions. Oh, great.
Okay.
How we search project or internship? So there are many websites, or you can just write for internship to any professor if you're interested in. So in which area they are working.
Yeah.
How to get job after PhD in industry?
Okay, that's a good question.
Yeah, that's a
Because
really nice question, because I mean, how to get job, actually it depends on your skills, what kind of a skill set you have.
Yeah.
So in academia and industry, it's little bit different. So you should learn during your PhD, you should also consider that, so that there are some transferable skills which you can use from academia to industry. Like communication skill, or there are many like project management skill. And so this is just example, and these kind of skill sets you can maybe develop during your PhD, which can be helpful in industry also. Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay.
So in simple words, in industry, the thing that largely depends is your skill set.
Yeah.
And just I just want to clarify one thing. A lot of people do not know about it, but there are certain type of PhDs in particular areas in which it is, after doing your PhD in that particular area, it is easy to get a job as compared to other areas. For example, if you are doing your PhD in abstract mathematics or purely fundamental physics, then since it is not directly related to the industrial work, it would be really hard for you to find a job in that particular area after doing PhD. But on the other hand, if you are doing a PhD in an area which is highly related to the industrial work, for example, the example of these thin films made of these photoluminescent emitting polymers. The simple, in simple words, it's called as nowadays the industry is being developed based on this flexible paper, foldable electronic papers, right?
Yeah.
So if you're doing a PhD in that particular area, then it would be definitely easier for you to get a job. Yeah. After doing PhD.
I mean, also there are multiple options, as I
Yes.
said. So it's not only like in R&D, but
Yeah.
there are many other aspects. One interesting field is science communication as well, which we do sometime on
Not
our
many
Instagram.
fields does it very frequently.
Yeah. So can they consider us under internship without any prior research experience? Yeah, for internship, that's the good thing, because for internship they don't need that much of research experience.
Yeah.
If you have good grades and a little bit of research technique knowledge, then that can be considered. But for PhD, yeah, they need at least 3 to 6 months, at least 6 months of research experience in that particular field.
But I would strongly disagree on the point that you said good grades. It's not necessary to do an internship. You don't. It's not always necessary to have good grades. You can just show your enthusiasm. You can just tell the professor, okay, I'm interested. I have read your research work.
Yeah.
Although my grades are a little bit bad, but I'm highly interested. So I would say that.
Okay, but there is criteria in universities, especially in
For
Germany.
internships, I don't think.
No,
there are
not
a
for
lot of
internship.
criteria for internship.
But after internship, if you, let's say, want to do PhD, then there is a minimum criteria for grades.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
For that, I'm saying that if you are in your initial phase of, let's say, masters, then there is a still chance to increase a little bit of your grades. If you have above, like, let's say, 7.0 CGPA, then it's still okay. Yeah, but if you can have little bit more, that's wonderful. That's nice. But it's not like you have to have like 98% or so.
If it is, definitely
That's
it is
wonderful,
awesome,
yeah.
but not necessarily.
Yeah, it's not that
Yeah.
important or necessary. Okay, so many questions. Wow. My question is, can I join MSc Biotechnology in Germany after doing BSc in India? Yeah, we have already covered. Hello, sir. Hello, Suraj. Is doing masters in agriculture in Germany good option? Yes, it is.
Definitely.
सर जर्मनी में संस्कृत में पोस्ट डॉक करने का क्या प्रोसेस है? Process
This is
same
a
है.
very interesting question. Do they have
Yes,
this option?
yes, there are some universities
I do not know about
which have Sanskrit, bachelor's, master's, and PhD as well.
Interesting. Okay.
So, but it's quite limited because not many people are doing. So you have to approach in that case to professor and show your interest that you want to do PhD.
PhD in
अगर आप PhD करना चाहते हैं संस्कृत में तो
I think
आपको प्रोफेसर को
she has asked for a postdoc, not a PhD.
वही same. If you want to do postdoc, then also you have
But
to.
I think to get a postdoc, it's much more easier. Not a lot of people do postdoc in Sanskrit, right?
Yeah. So, if I get selected in Germany, do I need to have a blocked account or something called like that? I don't know exactly. No, you don't need block account because in PhD you will get stipend and that is sufficient, because blocked account is mainly for like if
Master
you
students
for
too.
bachelor's and master's student to prove that okay, you will be able to survive in Germany, because there is a minimum let's say expenses which they expect that you can cover if you're not getting a scholarship. But in PhD either you get a scholarship or salary from university, which
that's
is
true.
Okay, so you don't have to show a blocked account during your visa process. You can just show that later that you have a scholarship, or that
Yeah.
later of acceptance from your supervisor. Okay.
I'm confused which course in biotechnology, microbiology, and hospital management, etc., to choose after doing BSc
The main
biology.
priority is
Okay.
salary and easy to find job.
Mm.
Okay, so your main priority is to finding job and good salary. Then I would suggest to go with microbiology, because microbiology has really nice options, and within microbiology also you can enter in different field. For example, you if you want to go in medical microbiology, there is possibility like diagnostic field and all.
Yeah.
And if you want to go into pharma, there is also option for QC and everything.
Mm.
Again, there is option in food industry where you can do quality control as a microbiologist. So yeah, it's plethora of
I think there
options.
is a very big opportunity in food industry, right? When you're
Yes,
going for a microbiology.
indeed. Yeah. So microbiology, I would suggest to go if you don't want to do PhD. Yeah. Basically, you are saying that first we apply for internship in abroad and then continue it with PhD. I'm not saying that. Let's say if you don't have research experience, and if you don't have, let's say, idea that which area is much more interesting to me, then in that case I would suggest to go for internship.
Yeah.
But if you already have experience and if you already know that which area is suitable for you, then directly apply for PhD.
Or I would also suggest that if you have like minimum research experience, then I would suggest that start doing internship in India first.
Yep.
Because some people, a lot of people do not understand this point that coming to abroad, living here, and at the same time doing research, it's not easy.
Yeah.
It's more like
Multiple challenges.
multiple challenges.
Yeah.
So and because since you do not have a lot of experience in research, either you will be lost because you have to manage your life in foreign as well as you have to manage your research.
Yeah.
So when you have, I would strongly recommend, if you do not have any research experience, try doing internships in India. If you feel confident enough, okay, I know a little bit about that particular area or research work, then you should apply for internship or PhD in abroad.
Europe
Yeah.
or US or abroad.
Yeah.
In simple. Jai Hind. Jai Hind,
Jai
Team
Hind.
Hulk. Suraj Rana, thank you, sir. Thank you very much for joining this live and asking questions. Suazid Day. I'm a MA Geography background, currently doing an internship in hydrology and fluid for. Okay, so PhD in hydrology.
Hydrology. Actually, in Europe, I think there are pretty good opportunities related to green renewable energy resources, right? Is
Yeah,
it? I
yeah.
think it's related to highly related to that.
Yeah,
And
related
in
area.
in Europe, and especially in Germany, I think there is a large requirement for such kind of people
Yeah.
who are doing research work in this area, and yeah, I think you can
Yeah,
get some pretty good internships or PhD positions in this area.
yeah.
Since I'm not expert or I'm not highly into these kind of areas, but I have seen and I've read some research papers related to all this stuff. So I think you can find some pretty good internships and PhD.
Yeah. So only you have to do is Google. So
Yeah.
first you have to search which labs are working in that
Yeah.
area. Then you will get more idea
Yeah.
of in which lab to apply, and maybe you can approach to all labs working in that area. Same question. If I get selected for internship, do I need block account? For internship, yes, you need block
You need
account
a block
because
account, definitely.
most of the internships are kind of unpaid or not that much paid. So you have to show a minimum 6 months of
Or if
blocked
you
account.
yeah, but just want to add one more thing. Especially in Germany, there is a process called Hiwi job.
Yeah.
Like for example, what happens, the people from outside Germany, they come for an internship based on the basis of this contract thing. So you will be working here as a Hiwi, which indirectly means that you will be a short-term employee in their university, for which you will be paid, and for that you will have a contract.
Yeah.
in that case, and in this particular scenario, you do not need a blocked account. Otherwise, if you are coming here totally based on your money, then definitely you will have to have a blocked account.
Yeah, but there is a catch.
There's always a catch.
Yeah, so the only thing is this Hiwi job, if you are here in Germany, then only you can get. Let's say if you're applying from India or some other country from other than Europe, then it's not that possible that they will give you contract, because when you are here, you are working as a student, then only you can get Hiwi job in that particular lab, and then based on that you can show that okay, you don't need blocked account. So Atikul Islam is asking, I'm a first year MSc chemistry student from Assam. So what should be the right time to search or email for PhD in Germany? There is no right time. If you are in first year, start preparing.
Yeah.
Let's say, so if you have an idea that in chemistry also in which area you want to go, whether physical chemistry or material chemistry or anything, so first you have to look for that, in which area you are interested. Based on that, try to prepare already a list. Then you will have more idea that okay, these are the professors working in that area, and maybe in your second year of masters or even in your first year of your masters, during your semester break you can do some internship to increase your research experiences.
Definitely. I strongly recommend
Yeah.
internships. It's
Yeah.
strongly, like really
For
strongly.
PhD, yeah,
For
it's
PhD,
highly recommended.
Internships are really gonna boost your application as well as your interest.
Yeah.
It is really important.
Abhishek Singh is asking, do you have any plan of doing business in this field? If yes, then
Definitely
where
yes.
you want to do in India or
Definitely in
Germany,
India.
and especially in which category of product? So yes, I mean I do have some plan together with my friends. So we are like 5 PhDs, and we are working in different area, and we have a kind of 2 3 ideas working on some not product based, uh, some product as well as some service based, and
Don't
maybe
reveal your idea.
no, I'm not
Good.
I'm not revealing my idea because still it's in kind of let's say brainchild phase. And yeah, you will see in few years after completing our PhD we will start something. So MSc in Biotechnology in 2020 with average grades between 60 to 70%. I
Yes.
have one internship from ICMR and one publication of my thesis.
Okay,
I
that's
am
nice.
interested in PhD molecular and cell biology. Do I need IELTS?
Let's clarify this question once again. You do not
no.
need IELTS when it comes to certain universities. Again, it largely depends on the country in which you are applying.
Yeah.
For example, in Europe, it's not at all necessary, but some universities ask for IELTS or TOEFL score. But when you go to US, it is highly recommended by the university only that you should go and take these tests, and they have already specified. I think when I was applying for my PhD,
In
every
application
single
process
university-
already they
every
will
single
ask.
university specified on their webpage that this is the minimum score that we will take for PhD position.
Yes.
And
Yeah, there is a list you can find out for US universities, but for Germany, let's say, or for Europe, there are only few institutes which are like autonomous institutes which ask for IELTS or JRE score. For example, Max Planck in Germany, they ask for that. And if you don't have, there are many other universities in which you can pursue. So yeah, the short answer is no, you don't need IELTS for PhD in Germany or even for internship, because you mentioned you are interested in molecular and you have one internship from ICMR, one publication. That's wonderful. Yeah, it's a nice profile. It's a nice profile for PhD. Go ahead, Just
Yeah.
make a list and start applying.
Now you
Because
should focus mostly on your SOP as
Yeah.
well as your CV.
motivation later, it's
In
like,
simple words, now you have the quality, and now you have to present. You have to sell your quality.
yeah.
So now you have to focus more on that.
So you have the product in your pocket. Now you have to sell that product.
Yes.
So main important thing is marketing. So marketing where you can do in your motivation later.
Yeah.
So try to invest much more time in motivation later, so that you can make it nice and wonderful, and maybe it will lead to PhD position. Thank you so much, Bhaiya, for clearing all my doubts. It was a wonderful session with you. Thank you very much for
Thank
joining
you
and
very much.
asking
Yeah.
questions.
Yes, definitely.
Because it was first live and I was not expecting to like have these many
Yeah.
questions, and yeah, many people were interested. That's really nice. What do you think about PhD agriculture in Germany? We have already covered that point, and yeah, it's really nice field.
Yeah, I think
Agriculture.
you have a pretty good opportunities in agriculture.
Yeah.
I think related to any of the natural resources and related to the development in the natural sciences, or especially in agriculture area, Germany is pretty good.
Yeah.
You can have a lot of opportunities in here.
So please highlight something on current scholarship and funding situation in Germany. It's still nice. There are really nice funding opportunities.
Yeah. In simple words, I can recommend you one or two fellowships. One is the Marie Curie Fellowship.
Mhm.
The other one is the Dart Fellowship.
Yeah.
And then you have this DFG.
There are many from DFG,
Yeah.
Humboldt,
Yeah,
and
Humboldt, yeah.
BIF, which is Boehringer Ingelheim Fund.
Yeah.
Then for biology, I know many, but for let's say natural sciences, there are not limited, but still there are many options which you can go for.
Yeah, I have to go because he's here.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Dharia is also joined. He's saying, "Thank you, Anmol sir, for answering all the questions."
Okay, it was my
So-
pleasure to talk to you. Thank you so much.
You cleared all my confusion. Thank you very much for joining. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, yeah, thank you for joining, and it was really nice session. And it's already been 32 minutes, so maybe I can end this session. If you have any, let's say, further questions, then we can go through within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Do
And
you
after
speak
that,
German?
We are going to present or we're going to reveal something big that we are planning to start, and hopefully you guys will love it and enjoy it.
Yeah.
And soon we will be
So
starting something.
yeah, stay tuned to our channel as
Yes.
well as our Instagram page, Science with Piyush, because there you will find out this big project revealing, which we are going to start. It's really nice, wonderful idea. I hope you guys will like. Related to academia and everything. I don't want to reveal it now, but yeah, you will see. It's really nice idea and project, and many people are involved, so we have really nice good team with that, so you will see. Do you speak German? If yes, can you suggest me easiest way to learn German for free? YouTube.
YouTube is the best option, and if you want to go for paid courses, there are a lot of good websites that teach you German in a very good way, and they will also, at the end of your coursework, they will give you a certificate, which can be helpful sometimes, especially when you're doing your bachelor's. When you want to start your bachelor's in Germany or master's in Germany, they will be really helpful.
Yeah. Bro, I'm from Kerala. I have completed MSc MPhil in botany. I'm eager to do my research in plant tissue culture and secondary metabolite production. Will you suggest some universities? I don't know, brother. Please Google it, because if you'll find many options, because that's not my area of interest. So I cannot recommend. But still there are many labs who are working on that, so I cannot like particularly name one. I can say University of Freiburg, but I don't know which lab is working, but I know many people are working in that area. So Google it, please. Can we leave PhD in middle?
Okay.
uh, y- yes, you
Okay.
can, but why would
You
you
have
do
to
that?
be okay. Let me answer this question, Mary, because I'm a 1 year old PhD student. This thought come into almost every PhD student, almost, and it is totally fine. It is totally
Even
fine.
even
But
I had this
yeah,
thought
yeah.
multiple times.
But to be very practical about it, first try to find out what is the reason why you want to leave PhD. Okay, is it your area of interest, or is it really the work environment, or is it something else? Okay, and second thing, you need to keep it in mind that I think most of the people do their PhD at the age of 20, starting from 22, 23, 24, right?
Yeah.
You should keep this in mind that this is the time where you really have to earn money, and money is a very important factor. And if you're leaving your PhD, do you have any other resources to sustain your life, or do you have any other PhD position available according to your interest? So please keep these two things in your mind. And if you think that you can sustain yourself after leaving your PhD, or if you really want to go for a job, then I would suggest that first find a job, then leave PhD. Don't leave your PhD under the stress of anybody, any of your, like, for example, I know it's hard to communicate with your guide, and sometimes it does not go as the way you want. So do not leave your PhD based on your frustration. And
Yeah,
yeah.
maybe I can also add. So let's say you should make a list first, pros and cons
Yeah,
of
definitely.
leaving
Yes, it's
PhD.
always the best thing.
So if you think that cons are much more than pros, then you can choose. But one more thing is there. So write a point that whether you are leaving your PhD because of toxic environment in your lab
Yeah.
or because of stress. So I would say that finish what you have started.
Yeah.
So if you're in your middle of PhD, just consider that okay, now I have come through this much
Yeah.
from initial stage. Just think like this,
Mm.
that okay, it's been, let's say, 2 years or 3 years, and you have gone through that. Maybe 2 or 3 years more, and you will be finished with that,
Yeah.
with a nice, wonderful
Definitely.
doctorate degree.
Yeah. And
So
it's just like sometimes people while doing their PhD they find something else which is helping them in earning
yeah,
more than they will earn after doing their PhD. In that scenario, it's up to you.
yeah,
If you're earning that much amount of money while doing your PhD, there is no harm in leaving it.
yeah.
Because if you're not feeling it, feeling continuing your PhD, it's totally fine.
Yeah, and
But
it's not only about
yeah,
earning. I mean, you get many skills during your
yeah,
PhD,
definitely.
so it's really nice. And one more thing is, so what we do during PhD, most of us,
Hmm.
so that I consider as a mistake. So we mainly consider PhD as whole life.
Yeah.
It's a part of our life. It's not, PhD is not like whole life of so it's just part of our life, and we should also enjoy other part. And for that, I would highly recommend to have one hobby other
Yeah.
than academia. Why? Because if you'll have some hobby, if you don't have any hobby, then build an hobby. Because if you have one hobby, then you will be working or spending little bit of time on
Yeah.
that, and you will forget the other stress or PhD part. And then when you will be again back to that, it will be really nice, refreshed, and you will enjoy
Yeah.
that. So always have some hobby.
Definitely.
Either it can be gardening, cooking, uh, music, guitar, or some anything,
Anything.
anything. She wants to leave PhD because at the middle हमको लगता है कि हम पागल हो रहे हैं, सबको लगता है. बट इस पागलपन में ही मज़ा है.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
Healthcare and transport is also free for non-Germans. Healthcare, yeah, for PhD, if you're a PhD student, then yes, you get health insurance. But transport, it's not free. Yes, you have to get a semester ticket or a monthly pass, which is quite cheap for PhD students. Thank you, bro. Neelam is asking, I want to know what are the job opportunities in biotech and bioinformatics field in Germany. It's really nice, wonderful. It's booming. So yes, you can join. What is the in-hand salary after tax for a PhD position?
Well, it
So
largely depends on the contract that you have.
yeah,
Because here, specifically in Germany, it is totally based on the
experience and
experience contract
institute.
percentage, yeah, institute, and because there is actually a variation of salary, especially in
Yeah.
Germany.
So there is a upcoming video. You will find everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So just
Interestingly,
wait.
all the questions that you have asked, we will definitely address these questions into our big project. Let's not, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not revealing it, but
Yeah.
we will definitely talk about that.
Yeah. I request you to please make one Telegram group or Discord. We already have one Telegram group. So if you want to join, maybe I can provide a link to this community post. From there, you can find Telegram group. So it's mainly for PhD and everything. Bro, can we do any kind of part-time job during PhD? It depends. So
It
you
depends
have
on the contract,
yeah.
the contract percentage in which you have, in which you are being paid. For
Yeah.
example, for a 50% contract, you will have a less salary, but also you will have the advantage of spending more hours as a part-time job.
But one more
Yeah.
thing is there. So the thing is, PhD is time taking, and also you have to focus
Yes.
more on that. So let's say if you're working 8 to 10 hours, sometimes it can be 12 hours as well. So you will not have that enough time to do part-time job. And also PhD fellowships or salary is more than enough for your survival.
Yeah.
You can save a little bit more as well. There is a video upcoming on that, so wait and watch. I just have to edit that video, and because I wanted to upload
You're a
last
busy
week.
person. Everybody knows that.
No, no. In future, please do more live sessions. Okay, yeah, sure. Thank you for joining this live session. Please provide us Telegram group link. Yes, for sure, I will. Is it better to do MSc in India or in Germany for job opportunity in Germany? That depends.
I think we should address this question in a little bit elaborated way.
Yeah, we have to make a separate live session or separate video because it's a broad topic.
Yeah.
But yeah, we will consider your question for sure. So, are you going to start any education consultancy? No, 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 no.
Not at all.
No,
We are
no,
not interested
not
in
that.
that.
No. Okay, guys. So it's already been 42 minutes. It was already long live session. Thank you for joining.
Thank you very much.
And namaste from Germany. I hope you are enjoying your weekend, Saturday and Sunday as well. So yeah, stay tuned.
Stay tuned
for
and,
this upcoming big project, which we will reveal mainly on YouTube, and also it will be revealed on Instagram post.
So just to give a blooper, it will be mainly based on our life of a researcher, the problems that we face in our academia, especially students, BSc, MSc students in science, and the third one is
Science communication.
Science communication. Yeah. So we'll be talking about some interesting topics about a lot of stuff. So stay tuned, stay connected, and hope you guys are gonna enjoy it.
Okay, thank you for
Bye bye.
asking wonderful questions. Bye bye.